So, I usually don't make videos during the weekdays just because I'm tired when I get home from work. But for whatever reason today, I got home and had this sudden urge to pull out my entire collection of football kits, and I just wanted to kind of go through them and talk about them and kind of nerd out over them. So, that's what we're going to do. I have them split into three categories right now. We've got international shirts, we've got club shirts, which is the biggest section, and then kind of a miscellaneous pile we can go through with some fun things at the end. So, yeah, let's get started. Starting out with international, we have this Thailand training shirt with a bunch of sponsors on it in this bright green color. I got this shirt in Bangkok, kind of just as a reminder of the trip I took. And yeah, I don't have much of a connection to Thailand other than that, but it's a cool memento from the trip, and I think it's a loud and fun shirt. And I know that Chang logo really reminds me of the older Everton shirts, so kind of a cool little nod to English football there. Next up, we have one of my favorite shirts in the collection, which is this right here. This 1995 to 1997 USA home shirt. I think this is such a beautiful shirt. I love the detail on the Nike swoosh, which is blue but outlined in red here. And just I think the whole design with the crest right in the center of the shirt with the stripes and then the collar. This is a blank shirt, but I think overall it's just a really nice one, and it's one that I picked up at a classic football shirts store, and I'm super grateful to have it. So the three other shirts that I'm going to go through in my international shirt section are all Mexico shirts. This one right here is the 2018 home shirt from the 2018 World Cup. I think it's a pretty simple shirt, but I like that it's this, the deeper green. I know for a while there, or for a few shirts, Mexico has gone with a lighter green that is kind of more similar to the accent colors on this one. But I always just think that the shirts that have the darker green from Mexico are always just that much nicer and a little bit more classic feeling. This is, of course, the long sleeve version. I do wish that this shirt had the Adidas stripes going all the way down the sleeves. It doesn't, because they kind of went away from that for a bit, but still a nice shirt. Next up, we have the Mexico away shirt from 2023 and 2024. And this is just such a beautiful shirt. I love the Aztec print on it. Obviously, it has the more recent change-up for the Mexico crest, which I don't like as much as the older version, but I think this is just such a beautiful shirt, and I've worn it in another video, and it's just, obviously for good reason, it's just such a nice shirt. It's got the little pattern right here on the back of the dragon, so I think obviously this is just such a clean shirt. And our last and most recent international shirt is another Mexico shirt. This is the home shirt from 2024. This is another just, I think, a really beautiful shirt. I think that the pattern on it is just so cool, and I know it's not necessarily the traditional Mexico home shirt, but I think it just looks really nice, and you still have that ode to the darker green. I think the accent colors being in this sort of mint color is kind of interesting, and again, long sleeve. This one thankfully having the Adidas stripes going all the way down. We've got the snake on the back there, and the pattern also covers the whole back of the shirt, which I really appreciate, because I know a lot of shirts don't have that pattern or design that goes all across the shirt, but I think it looks really good on that. So yeah, those are the international shirts I have. Not too many, but now we'll move into the biggest section of my collection, which is the club shirts. Starting off though, still in Mexico, we've got the Monterrey home shirt from 2022-2023 season, I believe. This is obviously a very loud shirt with the varying size stripes and all of the sponsorships on them, which continue to the back. But it's a really nice shirt. I enjoy the sort of louder shirts with a nice pattern on them, and I also like the little red accents you've got on the Puma logo, and also at this little triangle at the top of the shirt. And I was able to pick this one up on sale, which, I mean, you can never go wrong with. Next up, we have our only replica shirt that I have in the collection, which is the most standard one you probably can find at this point, which is the AC Milan 2006-2007 shirt with the Champions League participation and the winner's patch. In the back, we've got the Kaká name set, which part of the reason you can tell that this is a replica shirt or an inauthentic one is you can see the fading of the numbers. But I'd say overall, quality on this shirt is not bad. I received it as a gift. Again, you've got the long sleeves. I love a good long sleeve kit, and especially the Adidas ones. And you have the collar as well. And I think it's nice to have a shirt that you don't really feel guilty about wearing to go play pickup in. Next up, we are starting the biggest section of my collection, which is Chelsea kits. So I myself am a Chelsea fan, which is why a majority of the kits that I own are Chelsea kits. So starting off with the first one, we have this home shirt from 2001 to 2003, I believe. This shirt is huge. It's like a double XL, but I just love it so much. You can definitely see wear on it along the collar and in other places, on the sleeves especially too. But this is just such a beautiful shirt. It's so simple. It's a beautiful shade of blue. Got, again, a collar. Some nice detailing on it. On the back here, you've got the little CFC right there on the back of the shirt, and I just love this. I picked it up on Facebook, actually, a Facebook group of Chelsea fans, and there was a fan selling this shirt in the US, and I just knew I had to pick it up. Even though it's big, I love this shirt. It's one of my favorites in the collection. Up next, we have another classic of this collection. We've got Chelsea away shirt that they wore from 1998 to 2000, I want to say. This shirt is incredible. I love the collar. Again, you can kind of notice a trend that I really like the shirts with the classic collar with a little white and yellow detailing. The old Chelsea crest right in the middle with the Autoglass sponsor. A little bit of wear on the Umbro logo, as you can kind of tell, but doesn't even matter. It's such a nice shirt. And then on the back, we've got Desai number 6. Just a classic shirt, a great player. Not that I really had to see any of him. I love the older Premier League shirts with the felt logos or the felt numbering sets on the back. This has one of them, and it just looks so nice, so clean. So yeah, I absolutely love this shirt. Next up, we've got another away shirt, a much more vibrant one at that. This is the Chelsea away kit from 2000 to 2002, I want to believe. I get a little bit mixed up with the older seasons when they used to wear kits for more than one season. But this is just a loud kit. The orange is yellow with the blue accents. I love the collar on this shirt as well. I think as much as I do love a nice collar, I think if you're not going to do a more traditional collar, that a nice crew neck is just so nice. And as you can see as well, there's the little stripe detailing in the yellow, which I think just adds a whole nother layer of detail to this shirt. This is another Facebook pickup, I want to say. Actually, no. This was a Poshmark pickup, and the white shirt from before was another classic football shirts one. So super lucky to have found this. It was actually a gift that my mom found on Poshmark, and I mean the condition on this shirt is so nice. It's got a little bit of wear on the Umbro tag on the inside, but I mean, man, this is just such a nice shirt. This next one I think also has the contender to being one of, if not the best shirt in my collection. We've got the last Umbro Chelsea kit I have, and it is this one right here from the 2005-2006 season, an anniversary kit for Chelsea. And it's this beautiful light blue shirt. We've moved on now to the classic Samsung mobile sponsor, the contemporary Chelsea emblem. You've got this beautiful detailing of the lion on the inside of the shirt. Of course, long sleeve, a little collar. It's still a collar, but just a lot smaller. And then potentially the best part of the shirt is we've got right here, Drogba 15 name set. Condition on this is so nice. I picked this shirt up at Saturday Football in Chicago on a New Year sale, and I'm just The fact that this was available on a sale is insane to me. This is such a clean shirt, such a beautiful one. I really, really want the home shirt from this season. I think to me, that one with the sedentary detailing around the crest is one of the best Chelsea home shirts ever. Um, but this one right here, also so nice. I think it is worth clarifying that as many kits as I have here, I actually do own more. I had to size down or kind of determine what I wanted to bring with me while moving because of space. So I still have some in storage at home. But these are kind of the bulk of my collection. I'm just realizing because there are a few Chelsea kits that I don't have with me. But now, well and truly into the Adidas era, we've got this right here, which was the away shirt from the 2013-14 season. This is just such a clean shirt. We've got the classic crew neck design. We've got the little stripes down here in red and blue. And then a modern legend of the club. We've got the Cesar Azpilicueta name set on the back. I picked this shirt up at a store that I don't remember the name of in London, again on a New Year's sale. Unfortunately, as you can see, or maybe you can't see, there's a little bit of wear on that Samsung right there, but I really love this era of Chelsea kits. I think that while we've had some really good Nike ones as of recent, that overall I'm very reminiscent of that Adidas era. And I do have quite a bit of Adidas Chelsea kits that are not here because they're smaller sizes and in storage back at my parents'. But yeah, just such a good era of Chelsea shirts. Got another Chelsea shirt here that is very, very special to me, and that is the 2022-2023 home shirt. Now this shirt definitely divided opinion. It's got a really bold pattern on it that definitely does not sit right with everyone, and the 3 sponsorship, which also doesn't. But I think there's one key detail here that I'm sure you've noticed that makes this an instant classic for me, and that is that Club World Cup patch right there, or the Intercontinental Cup, I think as they're calling it now, as well as the patch indicating that they were champions of Europe at this point, and blank on the back as well here. Again, divided shirt, kind of a mixed season for Chelsea, but I think having a shirt with this patch on it, you just can't really beat that. And as much as I love that we have the gold patch on our shirts once more, I think that this old one, I miss this old patch right there. I think when we talk about some of my favorite, more recent Chelsea home shirts, this one has to be in the running. This is the home shirt from 2023 to 2024 with those iridescent patches right here and the Nike logo as well. I think just a really clean shirt as well. We've got the Premier League Lions ironed on here on the sleeves. Got these beautiful little gold detailing on the cuff. And then another name set here, we've got Enzo Fernandez. First season where he wore 8 at Chelsea. I think 8 looks much better on him than the 5 that he started out initially at. But yeah, this is definitely a bit of a classic for me. Not a classic season, but definitely a nice shirt. Up next, we have the away kit from last season, 2024 to 2025. Again, we've got the Premier League Lion patch on the sleeve and some nice detailing. I think it was this season where, you know, the novelty of the metallic patch sort of started to wear off on some fans. I think on this one, the orange and blue can be kind of a lot at once, but that I like it better on this shirt than I did on the home shirt, which had that orangish accent to it. And then on the back, you could argue not the best name set to give, given the context of what happened to Sancho in his Chelsea career. However, I will say that I have a bit of a soft spot for Sancho. I did enjoy sort of the energy he brought to Chelsea. He had a couple really good moments, his goal against Tottenham, namely, but also the fact that he was able to get a goal in the Conference League final and be able to celebrate that as sort of a nice send-off makes this, for me, worth it, and not like some of the other name sets that I've had in the past. I have a Mason Mount one that is not here with me for obvious reasons that definitely doesn't sit as well on the tongue as this Sancho one. The last Chelsea kit I have here is the current season's kit from 2025 to 2026, back to a more standard patch. This shirt is back to the stadium version and not the player version like the past two are. I actually won this shirt in a contest for being a CFC in America fan, which is a cool touch. Unfortunately, one before the Club World Cup was won, so I was unable to get the patch on it. I am still in the market for the new Chelsea kits with the Club World Cup patches on them. So hopefully we'll be adding some versions. Hopefully the 30th, which is genuinely one of the most beautiful kits I've ever seen, to the collection soon. But I really like this as a return to the more common or standard Chelsea patch. The white outline around it is a little bit different than the gold we usually see, but really like the kit. I like the pattern. I like the red accent on the side. I think it's a nice pop and an ode to some of the red that we've had on Chelsea kits of the past. So yeah, that concludes it for our club kits, and now I've got a couple fun miscellaneous items that I wanted to show you. So I have 4 more pieces, and I call them pieces because they're not really kits, but they are football related, and I just think that they're super cool things that you don't necessarily see every day. So I'm going to start off here, actually on the bottom, with this. This is just a Chelsea Stadium jacket, I think from around 2012, I want to say. There's nothing too crazy inherently about this jacket. I do like that it has the classic Adidas trefoil as opposed to the standard logo. And I like the contrast of the blue neck to the white base of the jacket. It's also got these nice striped cuffs here on the sleeves and also on the base of the jacket. But yeah, this isn't inherently too crazy of an item, which is why I wanted to start off with this. Next up, though, we have this, which is a Chelsea sweatshirt with a mock neck that's got this patch, the even older Chelsea patch, and then one that is more similar to the current Chelsea patch. It's also got these little slits at the bottom that make it a nice little piece, and this is super cool. It's also got the 1905 stitched into the back. I don't really know a lot about this piece. I have not seen anything else of this or like this before. I actually received it from an old coach, which is a crazy item to have. I'm pretty sure it was just a line they did at the Megastore at Stamford Bridge at some point, but just such a cool piece that I think is fun to wear when you want to wear something football related, but that's a little bit more subtle and looks a little more, you can kind of dress up a little more than a traditional kit. Next up, we have one of the craziest thrift finds I have ever found, which is this right here, Real Madrid jacket. This is insane. This is from, I don't actually know the year, maybe I'll put it on the screen if I can figure out. But it's from before they used Adidas. This is from when they had Kelme as a brand. I think that's how you pronounce it, which had this signature paw print all across the sleeves. Wow. With the purple detailing and this sort of diagonal arrows going down in navy and white as well. The back as well being this navy color. This is just an incredible find. I actually found this at a thrift store in Ireland one summer while I was doing a study abroad program there in university, and I got it for like 30 euros, I believe, which as a thrift store find you can argue is a little bit overpriced or expensive, but for the item here, this is so beautiful, and I'm so lucky to have this. And it's honestly a piece I don't wear that much because I'm scared to wear it just because of how cool and classy I think it looks. The last piece I'm going to be showing off today is another one that I don't really know how to categorize, but it is this Nike vintage Borussia Dortmund training top pullover. It's weird. It's not like a dry fit material. It is cotton and pretty thick, so I can't really imagine training in this, but it is a super cool black top with this sort of crossover collar, which can be popped up and goes down. It's got this nice little detailed stripe on the back, which you can also see under the sleeves and down the side. And yeah, this is a super simple piece, but another one that I just don't really see things like this. And I think another cool detail is that the Dortmund patch here is just kind of sewn in, like it's not an entire patch. It's like this, it's almost embroidered where the BVB and the circle are, because the pattern or the texture of the shirt on the inside is the same as on the outside here. So it's not like a patch was placed on, it was like the logo was stitched in. And you've got that nice little central Nike swoosh. Again, such a beautiful, beautiful shirt to have in the collection just as a pullover when it's a little cooler outside. And yeah, another piece I am super happy to have. This is another shout out to Classic Football Shirts, because that's where I got this. This is actually the first item I ever got at a Classic Football Shirts. And yeah, not a bad first purchase to have. So that concludes my football kit collection. Like I said, I technically do have more shirts back home. So maybe the next time I'm home, I can pick those out and show those off as well, because I really do have a kind of insane collection. This is more so just the stuff that I'm wearing at this point in time, but I'm super happy I was able to show you guys what I have, because I think football kits are such an important cultural piece of the sport, and also just a great way to express an interest in shirts. I've been really excited to see the sort of rise of popularity in them in fashion recently, because I think it's a piece that is so important to me. And so yeah, thank you for allowing me to share that with you, and please check out more of my videos if you liked this one.